5 NFL rules hiding in plain sight, including a 1-point safety that is real in the rulebook but has never once been scored. That mystery is last. First, a free 57-yard kick. None of these are myths or fan loopholes. Everyone is printed in the official NFL rulebook right now. Here is the strange part. Most lifelong fans have never once seen these happen, yet a couple have surfaced in real games recently. And number 4 is the one nobody talks about. Start with a free kick. After a team catches a punt and waves for a fair catch, that team can choose one wild option. Instead of running a normal play, they can attempt a field goal from that exact spot, with a strange bonus. The defense is not allowed to rush the kicker. Nobody charges. Nobody dives. It is a free swing at the uprights. This is not a museum rule. In December 2024, Chargers kicker Cameron Dicker actually did it. A 57-yard fair catch field goal. The first successful free kick in the NFL since 1976. Here is why it works. The fair catch legally froze the defense. The rules let that frozen state carry into the kick, so no one gets to block it. Teams reach for this only when the clock is dead and the ball sits in range. A rare situational edge. But the strangest scoring play in the book still has never happened at all. Now the ghost. The 1-point safety. After a touchdown, a team can go for 2 points from close range. Almost everyone knows that. Almost nobody knows the trap door hidden inside it. If during that 2-point try, the defense somehow ends up giving the offense a safety, the offense is awarded a single point. Not 2, 1. It sits right there in the rulebook. And in the entire history of the NFL, it has never once been scored. So what would it even take? Picture a 2-point attempt. The defense intercepts the ball or blocks a kick, then carries it back the other way. But before they escape, a teammate knocks that ball loose into their own end zone where it dies. That reversed, tangled sequence is the only door to 1 point. The pieces exist. They have simply never lined up. And the next rule is one Doug Flutie actually pulled off. Remember, we still have not hit number 1. This next one is a relic from football's earliest days that never got deleted. The drop kick. The kicker drops the ball to the ground and kicks it the instant it touches, or just after it bounces, sending it toward the uprights. No holders, no snap to a placement, just a bounce and a boot. It lives in the rulebook under Rule 3, Section 8, fully legal to this day. The catch is that modern footballs are pointy and hard to bounce true, so nobody bothers. Except one man did. In 2006, quarterback Doug Flutie of the Patriots dropped one to the turf and kicked it through for a single point. The first successful drop kick in the NFL since 1941. It works because the rules never required a held ball for a legal kick. The drop simply substitutes for the hold. And the next rule hands a referee a power most fans assume no official has. Here is the power nobody expects a referee to hold. Under the rulebook, if a team is denied a touchdown by an illegal, extraordinarily unfair act, the referee can simply award the touchdown anyway. No replay needed. The classic example is goaltending. Imagine a kick sailing toward the crossbar, clearly on its way through, and a defender leaps up like a basketball player and swats it down before it can cross. That is illegal. So the rulebook lets the official say, that was going in so it counts points on the board. The phrase in the book is a palpably unfair act. It exists because no set of ordinary penalties can fix a play that was flatly stolen. A 5-yard flag cannot undo a robbed touchdown, so the referee gets to restore the score directly. Officials really do invoke it to protect scoring plays, though it is a judgment call used almost never. And the last rule does the opposite. It takes points and the ball away from you. The cruelest rule in the book. A runner sprints toward the goal line, reaches out, and the ball pops loose before he scores. It bounces forward into the end zone and rolls out the back or out the side out of bounds. You might expect the offense to just get it back near the goal line. They do not. It is called a touchback and the ball goes to the defense. Even though the defense never actually touched or recovered it, the offense loses everything on a single slip inches from a score. It works this way because the rulebook treats the ball crossing that back line as belonging to the defending side. It makes the ball carrier responsible for keeping control. After it repeatedly burned teams in the 2024 playoffs, the NFL formally reviewed it. Then the competition committee looked hard and chose to keep it exactly as written, saying no one offered a workable fix. Critics call it too harsh, since the defense earns the ball without earning the ball. But it stays. Now is number 1's. Put them side by side and the rulebook looks stranger than the game most fans think they know. A free 57-yard kick with nobody allowed to rush. A drop kick from 1941 still legal. A referee who can hand out a touchdown by hand. A fumble that gifts the ball to a defense that never caught it. 4 of these have genuinely surfaced. Cameron Dicker in 2024, Doug Flutie back in 2006. But one still stands completely alone. The 1-point safety is fully written, fully legal, and has never once been scored in the entire history of the NFL. Every piece it needs exists somewhere in the game. A defensive interception on a 2-point try. A ball knocked loose into the wrong end zone. They have simply never fallen into place on the same play, in the same second, in front of a single official. It is the rarest point football has never awarded. Which of these 5 actually surprised you the most? Drop the number in the comments. And if hidden rules are your thing, subscribe. Because the next breakdown pulls apart another play the rulebook lets happen but almost nobody ever sees.